Alright, kids, we are back with another Nationals prospect video. This one I almost forgot about until I watched Tim Cardwell's top 30 video. I guess Byakko has to be talked about, right? Like, this guy's a pain in the ass. He has 38 health. He does 1,000,000 damage. He could pick up referee jury 5,000,000 times a turn. Then if he gets beast summoning into his discard pile, you're going to have to deal with like 1,040 damage moves. So let's get into the deck. So Byakko is not like a retro reprint. He's technically a retro reprint that got brought back to standard. It's a time-shifted reprint that probably should never have happened. But like, I don't know. Like, the dude is just cracked. So once per turn, if you have 30 or more cards in your discard pile, you can add one card from your discard pile at the top of your deck. Hey, look, are you trying to defend? Well, we're going to put Referee Jury on top and draw it with one of our 1,000,000 ways to draw cards. Which this does not have. What I thought this. Oh, I know I forgot a card. So, yeah, we're going to have to change this around a bit and add in, yeah. This needs to have Fearsome Transformation in the deck. I know it has Ultra Regen, you know, but I think that we need to have that in there. It's very important. We got Dragon Strike as our first attack. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check, 5 mid 5, 2 mid block. Response after you play this card, flip a rival foundation. We're looking to get rid of throw hate, any defensive pieces. We want to flip their entire board since we forgot to read the rest of Byakko's move. Mill 3, we get 1,000,000 damage on a highest printed difficulty, and then we mill another 3 on our attack. And then our rival flips some foundation, right? So we can just make their entire board blank, watch them cry and squirm. So this kind of plays into the watch them cry and squirm game by flipping their entire board on offense and defense. Next is Canister Creation Strike. Sometimes we're missing our massive sizes and our Thunderous Roars just because we either mill them or they get destroyed. This allows us to use our 38 health to bring them back. Also, if we have a bunch of singletons and singleton foundations, this gets 1,000,000 damage. Next up is Cat's Claw Face Grab. Hey, look, it's a throw. We put damage on throws very well. We're gonna have your rival is going to have have face downs because of our effect. We're gonna point and click and commit them. Overhead Reversal is another throw, but a low zone that allows us to build one of our cool zeros in. Heat Ray is a funny card. It's a 6 difficulty, 3 check, 1 eye block, 7 low for 6. It's super fast, and it's going to have 1,000,000 damage on it. And it gets more damage because of its own enhance. But then if it deals damage, we get to flip 2 of their pieces, which plays into that, hey, you don't get to do anything game plan. Next up is Beast Summoning. 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 mid block, 3 mid for 5, lose 4 because we have 38 and we can pay for it. We get a copy of Beast Summoning to our hand. And then enhance, if we have 30 or more cards in our discard pile, ready one foundation with a printed 3, 4, or 5 that has not been ready this combat phase. So really it becomes a 3 difficulty move at stun 1s that's usually about 10 damage. And it can just get more copies after you've blocked a bunch. And then it's going to get more copies. Yeah. We play a Mimicry because we love to copy foundations, and it gives us another copy. It gives us a extra copy of a non-unique foundation in our discard pile. And then until the next turn, it will reset, and you have to reform it. Referee Jury is Byakko's best defensive piece. 2/4, 2 mid block. Enhance, this changes attack's damage to 4. If it deals damage, draw a card. So we can set the damage to 4, stack a Jury, take 4, pick up a Jury, and then we do it again. We just don't get to stack again, but we get to do Jury again. So sometimes you have to account for 2 to 4 Juries. I don't know how, but they always have a Jury. They usually have 2. So yeah. Next up is Sacrifice for the Cause. 3 difficulty, 5 check, 3 high block. This gives us damage based on the card we discard for its cost. And then also, this protects us against damage negation. Or like anybody that's going to try to reduce our damage of the attack, it cancels it. Massive Size and Thunderous Roar are crazy in our character. Massive Size gives us +5 damage on a commit, and Thunderous Roar gives us 1,000,000,000 speed. because we get a speed for every rival face down. Then if we have 30 or more, we get an additional 1 speed. So sometimes you're getting 20 speed with this card. Sometimes, not all the time. Dangerous Hybrid gives us some much needed speed or damage negation. Plus 5 damage for our character ability. Ultra Regen allows us to take damage, heal it, and draw 2 cards. Also, if we are fully committed out, like our character's still alive, we stack a jury. We can stack a jury, and we don't want to stack a jury yet. We want to grab a jury with this, play jury, and then stack another jury. And then it's on a 2 and a 3, and we've only taken 8 damage while we're fully committed out while drawing 4 cards or 2 cards or whatever. Pro Hero number 7 gives us some much needed card draw. Which I think I just changed. I think this also just draws cards. It discards cards, draws cards. So this is almost better than in this character. Just because this is almost better than Fearsome Transformation because we don't have to have a card to discard. And when we draw with Fearsome Transformation, if we don't have a momentum, we have to discard a card. So this is a way better option. But it is a commit instead of a flip. So if it's committed out, we don't get to use it. But it's multiple use over and over the game, where Fearsome Transformation is a one-time use. Quick to act because when we're at 17, math. Let me get a calculator out real quick, and I'll tell you what half health. Let's see here. Get the calculator out. Let's see here. 38 divided by 2. Boop. 19. When we are at less than half health, so we're at 18 or less, which is sometimes 1 hit for a character. Like we can have extra speed because we don't need damage. We get damage off our character. Chivalrous Competitor allows us to draw cards when we stack them. Internship with Best Genus. Rip this card come March 7th. When we play this as a form or as a block, we make our rival flip a foundation for milling, which is great. 2, learning the standards because we want to tell a rival to slow down. Hey, we don't like taking damage sometimes. So when we block stuff, which we only usually block maybe once a turn, if even, it deals no damage. Weapon Clash allows us to progress our build, gives us some more damage reduction, because if we pop 1 face down to this, we have 40 health technically. Beneath the Armor is more damage negation or more damage. Great Buckler is a really interesting card. First, it's an enhance, not a response. It's a 1/5 plus 3 mid block. Enhance. Flip. This attack cannot leave your rival's card pool during the combat phase. Your rival may spend a momentum to cancel this effect. So this is the anti-Burt tech. It allows us, or even Pony tech, because they're gonna have to have the momentum to clear the stuff. So this all, and I'm trying to think of anybody else. Those are the 2 main things I would say. It allows you to trap cards in their card pool, so they have to play an honest game. Father Sins, because we love to mill cards. We want to mill our discard pile. Our discard pile wants to be fat. We want to have over 30, so we can stack cards on more than not. And then, we milled 6 cards almost plus a turn, so we're going to need a lot of cards in our deck, and this allows us to actually draw cards while playing a trash foundation in a way. Into the board, we got 2 more Sacrifice for the Cause because we want our damage messed with. Face Shield, which is interesting. Sometimes we just need to be able to flip the rival attack, just so they can't combo. They can't use the static on it, or they can't use like the card pool enhance or response on it. Also, like characters like Byakko, if you flip 1 attack, they can't flip it. They can't kick it because it's no longer a Fury card, I believe, right? It has to be a Fury card. But yeah, I think maybe, I don't know. But anyway, 2 more Great Buckler because go to hell, Burt 2. And then learning the standards because it's more, I'm going to hit you a million times tech. So yeah, so that's the Byakko deck. It's pretty straightforward. It's once you get built up and your discard pile's fat, you could basically have your way with most characters. If they're not playing throw hate and you're putting 5 damage on every throw or more, they're not going to have a good time. It's one of the reasons why I kind of don't want to play a 7-hander at Nats, is just because Godzilla exists. He can play throws very well. Byakko plays throws. Like, there's a lot of throws. There could be a lot of throw decks, personally. Mimic plays throws very well. Knott's Flask puts 5 damage on everything. So it's just something that you have to be very cognizant of. Because if you are playing a 7-hander, you better have your throat hate boarded and or main boarded between the two. So that's the Byakko deck off of Earth, guys. Just let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit those bells for notifications so you don't miss another Nationals Prospects video. We're going to be turning these out every day up until Nats after a certain point. I'm not sure if I've hit this point when I scheduled this or not. So we'll see you in the next video, and everyone take care.